Hey, welcome back to the Experience Share. My name is Blake, and today I have a couple of deck profiles for you from a collaboration I did with Old Fashioned Nerds, and we did Bourbon and Brews. And so I have two decks, and so the rules behind this was that we both had to brew around a specific card or archetype, and we had to give that to the other person. And so I was given Miracle Worker, and CJ, I gave him Dragons. Once we finished doing Miracle Workers versus Dragons, we switched decks or switched themes and re-recorded a couple of additional games. And so I'm going to start off here with the Dragon deck. And for this, I actually kind of copied Roaring Turkey's flamecaller list. I wanted to do something a little bit different than what CJ did. I'll let you figure out what he did in his videos there, and so I'll make sure we get a link to that in the comments section down below. But I used flamecaller that was kind of based off of Roaring Turkey's list, and so Jihad, Philosopher's Stone, because we're playing 3-color flamecaller. And we're playing all the dragons we can, and there's not a lot of them. So you have Kaliki Dragonettes, you have the East-West Dragon, and the Ancient Dragon. In addition, you also have Incinerate, which is like a pseudo-dragon card. But really what this deck is trying to do is get out a whole bunch of high threshold cards, and, play as many dragons as you can. So Pit Viper is just a good removal. Yeah, you're able to use Common Sense into grapple shot, and potentially get a nice 2-for-1 here out of a Pit Vipers, and that's really strong. Kaliki Dragonettes, really solid 3/3 that pings for 1. This is a 2 threshold Strider. You can move freely, and it's a really strong ability, that mobility that you have here, to be able to move around the realm, dodging things like root spiders, for example. Kobolds, really strong exceptional because they're able to strike. It's kind of like having a 3-mana, 4-power minion. Then we have our Cavalry's Doomsday Prophet, which can be really cool if you're able to do like a Jihad Doomsday Prophet, or you're able to use Rift Valley, copy a Doomsday Prophet, and then tap your Flamecaller because it'll take double damage. And East-West Dragon, had to keep the dragon theme going. Manticore, it looks like a dragon, but it also has 2 threshold. Grandmaster Wizard to help us draw into more dragons. Infernal Legion, just a really 6 mana, 6 power, 3 fire threshold, really strong for a Flamecaller, but also just a really strong minion in general, especially if it's able to stick around for a turn. Ancient Dragon, the big old 7 mana, 6 power airborne here, really strong minion, and then Death Dealer, a way to be able to reset the board. Blink gives us some mobility, Common Sense, a way to be able to go search out and find additional spells out of your deck, like a Dispel to get rid of any pesky enchantments, or get rid of maybe a lot of like stones or artifacts that keep piling up. Bury as removal, Grapple Shot as removal and also a mobility tool, and then Incinerate. If I was trying to play a little bit more competitive, East-West Dragon probably wouldn't be in there. Incinerate's probably not in there, and Incinerate's probably like a berry. But one thing that, because not a lot of people play Incinerate, you can cast this, and it can also hit the avatar. So this could be 4 damage to an avatar and the rest of the board. Really strong. Mana base, not too much to really hit on. I would say Rift Valley here is almost like a summoning sphere. It helps you get really close into your opponents, and it's really good for things like Infernal Legion, the Kaliki Dragonettes that are able to ping over for 1. This was a really fun deck to be able to play. There is competitive versions of this at Roaring Turkey. I'll leave a link to his in the description box, and you can go watch his deck profile as well as a few of his matches. All right, next, the Miracle Worker deck that I played revolved around Seer. And so if you just watched my most recent video, you would have seen I posted how I play this just one player. So it's, the title of the video I think is how to play sorcery by yourself, or one player sorcery. And really this is a seer combo deck where you're relying on Geistwood and Miracle Workers to draw your deck, cast a Nimbus Djinn to win the game. And the way you're able to draw your deck is by generating lots of mana by using Replication and Philosopher's Stone. If you want a really in-depth breakdown of that, I would say go watch that video. It goes through card by card. I explain the plays as I'm going through there, as I kind of goldfish out what a turn would be. But high level really fast, we'll do Evil Presence helps give charge to your Nimbus Djinn so it can attack for 4, returns it back into your hand, and then you're able to close out the game. A whole bunch of cores, the Angel's Eggs combo with the Replication, because if you have 4 Angel's Eggs and you're healing 8 a turn, you're going to be able to draw and get enough mana on the board to be able to just win with the Nimbus Djinn combo either way. Princess, Land Surveyor, the Apprentice Wizards, all of these really strong Genesis help draw, churn through your deck. Highland Princess helps you go out and find your Philosopher's Stone. Miracle Worker combos off with Crones, and so Crones has sacrifice a minion here to draw a card, and you can use Crones and Miracle Worker and to continue to get back some of the other minions in your deck. Self-same Simulacrum can basically just copy a Grandmaster Wizard, and so if you thought Grandmaster was good, imagine only paying 1 in some cases when you have a few Philosopher's Stones out. Really fun deck to play. It is very almost kind of one-sided, where if you're able to pull the combo off, you got it, but if they're able to rush you down and be really aggressive, it's a hard thing to slow down. That's why we're playing the 3 Poison Novas to try to slow down the game. The mana base is basically as many duels as you can play, and then Tower to help accelerate your mana. But thank you all so much for watching these deck profiles here. If you want to see the gameplay, go over to Old Fashioned Nerd's channel. I will link his channel in the description below. If you want to see more of this draw your deck combo, go look at my video, How to Play Sorcery by Yourself. If you have any questions, give me some comments, some feedback, any thoughts on these decks, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have any bourbon and brew ideas of things that you would like to see people brew around, let us know. Obviously, our Theory and Legends is coming out here pretty quick. That probably will give us some good ideas or some different things that we'll be able to brew around with. But thank you all so much for watching. Go check out Old Fashioned Nerd's channel. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.